What is up, guys? Sean Logan, the Phantom 4 Flyer here, and I have a different video to show you today. I am going to be showing you how to install Windows 10 on a Mac. This is compatible with any 64-bit device because they also have a 32-bit download, but my Mac 64-bit. So because of that, I will be using the 64 gig link. I will have all links in the description below on where you can download the tools and the ISOs. All you need is the ISO downloadable from Microsoft Online. The link is in the description below. Then you also need to have Boot Camp installed and any Mac OS version of 10.11 or later, which includes OS 10, El Capitan, and Mac OS Sierra. Alright, so let's go on. Now, the first thing you gotta do is go into this little Apple logo up here, go into About This Mac, and go into Overview and see if you are compatible with the 64-bit download. If you are not, you will have to use the 32-bit download, but that doesn't matter. Regardless of which version you download, the installation process is exactly the same. Alright, so then what you want to do is you want to go into Launchpad and open Boot Camp Assistant. Keep in mind that for this you will also need to have a thumb drive of at least 8 GB. This because it's essentially going to create an install disk on that thumb drive, and as a result any data on that thumb drive is going to be lost. So if you need data, then make a backup of it or transfer it onto the computer itself, because the thumb drive is going to lose all data. So moving on, we have Bootcamp Assistant. It gives some information. Back up your disk before partitioning or installing. Make sure you have a power adapter connected. That is very important. I cannot stress enough. This thing eats up battery like crazy. Alright, so you want to hit continue. Then make sure these two boxes are checked. Then continue. Then you want to find your thumb drive over here. Then you want to locate the ISO you downloaded. It should probably be in your downloads folder over here. However, the ISO I am using is not downloaded from Microsoft itself. I am using a third-party ISO, but it's with the identical process. So once you have it located, it says the data on the selected drive will be formatted. And you want to hit continue. And just another warning, continue. Now it's formatting the drive. This process does take time, so I will be back once it moves on to the next screen after all this downloading hootenanny is done. Alright guys, so now the bootcamp thing is successful And over here we can see that this is the option to partition the hard drive and install Windows. So so now we just slide this based on how much storage you want for Windows. So you can go divide equally and go 250 250, or I'm actually just gonna go to 175. Yeah, so that'll leave me 324 gigs for Mac and 175 for Windows install. Alright guys, so now we just go and click unlock. I switched to my iPhone now because I could not screen record, because now it's going to restart. So we click unlock and it will now restart and begin the installation process of Windows. Nothing seems to be happening. I'll just wait. Alright, so now we can see that it's initiating the setup. And we got a blue screen. The setup is starting. The image is a bit shaky because I don't have my tripod. Alright, so now we get this dialog box walking us through the install. So English, US, next. Alright, so then I'm installing Windows 10 Pro. So let this focus. Alright, so then you just want to go ahead next again. Then you get that old school timer. I accept the license. Next. Then this part is important. Over here, what you want to do is you want to scroll down until you find, you want to expand this, and you want to find this one that says boot camp. This is the drive you just created. It's always going to be partition 4. You want to click format so that you can make it in a format that Windows can read. Yes, and then you want to go and hit next. Now this installation part takes time, so I'll be right back. Alright guys, so the installation was successful and we are now greeted with this blue screen. You can go over to express settings or customize settings. Let's go over there, and basically personalization, location, I'm just gonna leave all that on. Then browser and protection, and now it's just loading. Alright, so now you create an account. Alright, so after making an account, it says this. So this takes a bit of time. It says it won't take long, but it does take long. So I'll be back when it starts. Alright, so it said let's start and it brought us into the home screen. Now this part is important. You need to install the Boot Camp installer. It pops up automatically. So this shouldn't take too long. but it could. So yeah, I'll be back when it finishes. Alright guys, so the computer is restarted, and now you need to, thing is, Windows 10 on the Mac is only available for free for a trial version. However, there is a way to get it for free forever. This is again legal. It's not very complicated. It just looks a little intimidating, but it works fine. I've used this time and again, and it is perfect. Now to do this, just go into Edge. This little E is Microsoft Edge, the browser on Windows, and you want to go here to this link. Link is in the description below. Then you download through your browser. This may take a little while or not. Right, it's decrypting, and I got it now. It should appear in your downloads folder. You want to extract this by so. Once it extracts, this takes a second. Alright, and it extracted, and now you just launch this program. Yes. Now you want to go into activation. Once it finishes loading, then activate Windows. Now it's running. Okay, now for me, I've actually activated it already. So because of that, it says your system is activated, but because I've activated it before, but I think it's going to activate again. It says it's running. Yes, this is what it'll look like. Yes, it's this. And then it'll say product successfully activated. And yeah, so this is basically how it happens. This is again free online, and it's not illegal. So you just close this. If you want, you can delete this, but yeah. So then when you go to settings, then Windows, and you go into activation, it says it's activated, and yeah, it's been given a product key. That means also in the future you can also receive Windows updates. So yes, and that is basically how you get Windows 10 and Windows 10 forever for free on a Mac. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will also be having a little tutorial on Windows 10. I'll just get you up to basics. Whenever you want to launch into Windows, you have to shut down your system, and then you want to hold down the option button while it's turning on, and then it'll give you the option to log into any one. One will be your Mac and one will be your Windows partition. So yeah, you can also set it to log by default into Windows. And yeah, to restart an OS 10, you just want to click on this diamond and restart an OS 10. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Now until the next time, and before I go, I just want to say giveaway is also coming out very soon. And until the next time, this is the Sean Logan, the Phantom 4 Flyer, signing out. Goodbye.